You've probably heard the claim Jesus was invented at the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. It sounds dramatic, even scandalous. But here's the problem: it's completely wrong, and the evidence proves it. Let's start with the non-Christian sources. Around 93 AD, the Jewish historian Flavius Josephus mentioned Jesus in his work Antiquities of the Jews. He describes Jesus as a wise man, a teacher, and references his crucifixion under Pontius Pilate. Even with scholarly debates about later Christian edits, the core reference to Jesus is considered authentic by most historians. Then there's Tacitus, one of Rome's greatest historians. Writing around 116 AD in his Annals, he talks about Christians being persecuted under Nero in 64 AD. He explicitly states that their founder, Christus, was executed by Pontius Pilate during the reign of Tiberius. Tacitus had no love for Christians. He called their religion a deadly superstition, so he had zero reason to fabricate this. But it's not just written records. In 2005, archaeologists uncovered the Megiddo mosaic in northern Israel, dating to the early 3rd century. That's around to 30 AD, nearly a century before Nicaea. The inscription reads, "The God-loving Skeptic has offered the table to God Jesus Christ as a memorial." This is physical evidence of Jesus' worship in the 200s. And we haven't even touched the New Testament documents themselves. Scholars date Paul's letters to the 50s AD within 20 years of Jesus' death. The Gospels, written between 70 and 100 AD. These aren't medieval forgeries. We have manuscript fragments like P52, a piece of the Gospel of John dated to around 125 AD. There's also Pliny the Younger, governor of Bithynia, who wrote to Emperor Trajan around 112 AD asking how to deal with Christians. He describes them singing hymns to Christ as to a god and refusing to worship Roman deities even under threat of execution. This is a Roman official documenting Christian worship of Christ as divine to centuries before Nicaea. Let's be clear, the Council of Nicaea didn't invent Jesus. It debated his divine nature in relation to God the Father. By 325 AD, Christianity had already spread across the Roman Empire for 3 centuries with countless writings, martyrs, and archaeological remains. What about the claim that Constantine manufactured Christianity for political control? That doesn't hold water either. Constantine didn't even convert until his deathbed. Before Nicaea, Christians had been persecuted for centuries, dying rather than renouncing their faith. Diocletian's persecution from 303 to 311 AD saw thousands martyred. These people died for someone they believed walked the earth, taught, and was crucified. You don't create that kind of movement in a boardroom. The evidence is overwhelming. Jesus was a documented historical figure long before Nicaea ever convened. The council didn't create him, it argued about theology surrounding someone already well established in history.